this development is concerned, it obviously is a nightmare for people who are wanting to make US their workplace and subsequently their home as well.
All right, so that's the word coming from the U.S. President Donald Trump on H-1B visas. But moving on to discuss the matter further, we are now joined by Rohit Sharma, who's the chairperson of Glocal Opportunities and also an immigration expert. And alongside them, we have Alison Kranz, who's the managing partner at Lodestone Legal Immigration Expert. Hi, everyone. Very good morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Rohit, let me come to you for this one. The recent announcement, now the clarification has come in that this is a one-time fee. But nonetheless, this big American dream, does that become a big nightmare for Indians who've been wanting to work in the US firms? And also, what is America's loss is now going to be India's gain, the talent, the brain drain that we have been witnessing on account of the talent going across to US. Now, that might come back. Firstly, how will that impact the Indian talent coming back? And also, what is the impact going to be on the Indian IT companies that sends people in numbers to these companies globally?
Yes, to start with, as regard this this development is concerned, it obviously is a nightmare for people who are wanting to make US their workplace and subsequently their home as well, following H-1B or H-1B regulations. But what happens, as regard the Indian gain is there when you are talking about, then this talent which was actually trying to secure as much of their life in US, the research and development we talk about the various innovations that these IT professionals are doing in US. Now they can start even looking up, making a base in their own country, specifically to the startups and the new innovation, the new projects that they would like to make in India. Having said so, easy said than done. As regard Indian IT companies are concerned, yes, again, it's a challenge for them because, to have a fee which is almost 6,500% being the fees raised, which is almost equal to 80% of the salary, what they are actually they actually pay to a mid-engineer. So you can understand the kind of impact on the IT companies. So difficult for them to employ these people there in US. Then what happens, they can start looking at having as much a offshore, placement rather than having this placement in US. They can start looking at various other destinations to place these executives. And also not to forget that this H-1B US visa regulation is not just talking about Indian companies. Now, there are US-based companies which hire, these Indian professionals while sitting in US. They hire these Indian professionals to work and live in US. So they can also start looking at opportunities or the places, where most of these people are now working locally while they are being taken care, while their projects are being taken care in US. So all in all, it's a situation for not only Indian companies, but the US-based companies as well. But these are the developments which also can, globalize the entire system, where people who just travel to US, they can start make base in India. People who in US companies, they start creating base for people outside US. That is where we stand as regards this concern. Yeah.
Alison, like Rohit was mentioning, correct. Right. Thanks, Rohit, for that view.
Right. On that note, Ajay, Rohit and Alison, thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us this morning. We will have to slip into a short break. After the break, we'll get you more updates on the other side. Stay tuned.